Hi everyone. Say hello to Dahi. Say hi. Yeah, yeah. Show him some love. So this is probably the first time that several of you have actually met him or seen him because, well, life goes that way. Anyways, say hi to Nia Moore. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I know several of you were interested to see exactly how his thing works. This right. Oh, so this little thing works as his pump. There's a tiny membrane on the underside, which I can't really see because it can mess it up. If you look close, you can see it bumping and bumping. Yeah. Well, and this hose connects all the way around to this big machine behind us, and it works as an assistant. Technically, it's considered a LVAD, which stands for Left Ventricle Assist Device. Anyways, that's not what we're here to do. We actually got a very special book today that was sent to us by Nepapon, uh, Laura Robertson. This book is called Noit's Journey to Belong. Now, this is a very special book. It tells the story of Lao refugees who came to America. Uh, So, I'm going to read the it, what it says on the inside that she wrote. Thank you for your support in the pre-launch and for patiently waiting for the hardcover copy. I hope you I hope the stories will resonate with you and be an inspiration for your own life. Blessings. Praying for little Dahi. So this is a new book that just recently came out, and I like supporting anything that has to do with Lao culture or spreading the story because it is something that should not be lost to history. That being said, Noit's Journey to Belong, A Quest for Courage by Neopafon, Laura Robertson. If I butchered that name, I am so sorry. But yeah, it's a heck of a name. So join Noit, a Lao refugee, as she embarks on an extraordinary quest to find a true place in the world. This heartwarming tale explores the power of courage, self discovery, and the importance of embracing our uniqueness. Written with love and compassion, this book promises to captivate readers of all ages. It's a story that resonates deeply, reminding us that everyone deserves to feel like they belong. Now, I actually have permission from the author to record this video, and if you enjoy the book, I highly recommend that you get a copy for yourself. You can find it online along with a couple of her other stories. Copyright notice. That way you know. Like I said, I did receive permission from Laura to reproduce this book. Alright. So, Neopapon Laura Robertson, inspirational speaker, author, and coach. She is the CEO of Beautiful Potential. This book is a tribute to the following people: my children, Asia, Talani, Cello, and Carmelo, as well as my grandchildren, Novi and Alakai. I would also like to express my gratitude to my late mother Chata, my father Samin, and my husband Marcello, who have supported me throughout this journey. Additionally, I extend my appreciation to all my friends, family, and well wishers who have encouraged and supported me every step of the way. Thank you. Oh, you getting tired, little one? To learn more about the author or the book, or to book, you can find her at www.laura-tack-robertson, which is Laura, tack, which is that nice little line in between, robertson.com. Make sure you spend a little bit of time and check it out if given the chance. And I just realized because of mirror image, that's probably going to come out backwards. Good times. So let's start the story. Make sure that look, I will show the pictures and everything, and hopefully you'll be able to see Dahi the entire time. So one special day, a little Lao refugee girl named Noit was born to Sami and Chatai. Noit, which means little, is the youngest of her two big brothers, Jiko and Thui. She was born in the midst of chaos, without a home. Her family was so poor that they didn't know where her next meal would come from. Also, if I butcher any of the names or words, I'm still learning the Lao language. It was something that, unfortunately, I did not get spend the effort to learn when I was younger. What do you think? Think they look alike? Let's see. Yeah. You gonna fall asleep on me again while we read? Noit's family came from Laos, a place full of hidden beauty and friendly chatter, where the aroma of exotic spices filled the air. Children played joyfully amidst rice fields and swaying palm trees. Laos is a land where nature and people live hand in hand, creating a beautiful tapestry of life and tradition. Look at that beautiful artwork. I really would love to go visit Laos sometime just to see that. There you go. Then one day, the scary sounds of war echoed through their peaceful village. Noit's family, along with many others, had to leave their homes to stay safe. They packed a tiny bag with a few things and began a tough journey in search of safety. They became refugees, moving away from the place they loved. Noit's family walked for days through tough terrain, thick jungles, and tricky rivers. The nights were cold and food was hard to find. The days seemed very long, but they never gave up hope, believing that a brighter future was waiting for them in a distant land. Beautiful picture. Not exactly sure who did who did all the illustrations, but it is amazing. Oh, sorry, the beeping in the background is just letting me know that one of his medications are close to being done. So their journey brought them to a land called America. Noit's dad had heard it was a place full of hope. Noit's family came to America with only one bag holding all they owned and just $40. They arrived in America with just $40 and a big dream. They made their new home in a city called Elgin, Illinois. Beautiful illustrations of Noit, her family, and arriving at in the airport. It's hard to think that because of the war and everything that went on, fam- so many family members were lost, disconnected, and had to leave everything they knew. Now, Lao refugees didn't just come to America; they actually went to Europe, Germany, France, any place where they thought they could get help. A lot of times they had to be sponsored. And he's out. Well, let's continue the story anyways. In America, the family had to get used to the chilly weather. Back in Laos, it was always warm, and they'd never seen snow before. Noit's eyes sparkled with wonder when her little feet touched the snow for the very first time. She, yeah, it is by, well, this one. It's just saying near end. Uh, Noit's eyes sparkled with wonder when her little feet touched the snow for the very first time. She looked up at the sky and was amazed by each tiny snowflake that touched her face. Look at the picture of Noit. Look at all that snow falling. Actually, kind of dealing with that today outside. So, in her hand, it looks like it's a bowl filled with snow or rice. I can't tell. My eyes are horrible. But as you just seen, he's being well taken care of here at Children's Mercy. The nurses are usually pretty good on staying on top of any type of issues, any alarms and everything, and I'm truly grateful for them. Noit and her family took a while to get adjusted to the new land. America was unlike their village in many ways. The tall buildings and busy streets were something that they'd never seen before. The unfamiliar sound of the city and the language were like music in Noit's ears. Could you imagine what it would be like coming from, well, I guess there's several people who've never been to a big city or anything like that, and it can be overwhelming sometimes. So, but coming from a village where the everyday consisted of growing rice and stuff like that, it's just kind of amazing. Because you have to think of it this way: come from a country where there was pretty much quiet farm country life is the best way to think about it. Mainly with people, most families making a living by farming, being rice farmers or plowing or helping stuff like that. And then you move to a big metropolis area. There's so many things you've never seen before. The traffic, the sheer amount of people stacked on top of each other. It can be overwhelming for adults. Just imagine how overwhelming it is and how much of an adventure it would be for the little ones. As Noit faced her first escalator, her eyes sparkled with excitement. The magical moving staircase was just like the tales she had heard about, but her joy turned to panic as she didn't know how to step off, and her dress got caught. She fell, feeling scared, yet her father quickly rescued her. With newfound bravery, she rode the escalator again, ready for more adventures in this new world. Poor Noit. You see, Her at the bottom of the escalator with her dress caught, and then her dad's coming to the rescue. See, did he? Of course you don't see. Your eyes are closed and you're snoring away. Oh, did that wake you? It's okay, little one. Let's get you a little more comfortable. Yeah. Noit lived near La Rocamort in a run-down apartment in Elgin. Her parents often exchanged coins for groceries at the store. Noit started saving coins she found on the streets, curious to see if she could use them for her favorite treats. She nervously placed the coins on the store counter, then quickly dashed out, her little feet moving as fast as they could. See the photo? Picture of coins next to candy, along with Noit leaving the general store. Stuff like that. It's hard to remember the simple joys of being a child and how great it feels just purchasing something for the first time, going to new areas. Everything's a wonder. Noit, along with their cousins Nolk and Yai, explored the new Elgin neighborhood and found a tree full of tasty crab apples. As they eagerly gathered the fruits, an angry man chased them away, making them laugh and think it was all playful game. Crab apples were a popular treat with the sauce called jus. Back in Laos, everyone could enjoy the fruits from any tree. That day, though, they learned that not all fruits from American trees were meant to be shared. Noit, Mara, which means Noit, come on. To the left, you can see a basket full of crab apples with the special sauce. And in here, you see Noit running with her cousins and picking apples. So, Mara means to come on or hurry up. Yeah. Oh, you're going to be awake? Oh, oh, you okay? Oh, oh, you got it, little one? This cold weather's been a little hard on him. He's been coughing and retching a little bit. You okay? Yeah. All right. Noit's parents. So, Noit's parents learned that education was the key to success. Noit's father enrolled her in a nearby school called Garfield, hoping for a brighter future for her in America. Noit's father always encouraged her to keep learning. He told her that with education, she could be anything that she dreamed of. There's a nice picture of the Garfield Elementary School and Noit sitting with her father. See? Look at all the pretty colors. On Noit's first day of school, she felt like a little boat in a big ocean. This was the first time that her classmates had seen anyone who looked like her. They stared with curiosity as she walked across the room towards her seat. Their stares were followed by the sounds of whispering and laughter echoing across the room. There's a picture of Noit of the class, and next to it is a blackboard with that's written on it. Let's welcome our new student, Noit. You see, as you can see, he's gotten a little chunky. He keeps putting on weight, which is a good thing. Oh, feel better? No. Noit's classmates tease her about her clothes. Her family didn't have much money, so she wore clothes that kind strangers had given them. Noit's mom was a seamstress in their country and made some of Noit's clothes. She often pieced together whatever mismatched fabric she could find, and that was Noit's outfit for the day. Ha ha ha. Sometimes kids can be cruel to things they don't understand or that are different. This is a picture that shows Noit obviously being made fun of. It's difficult sometimes being different. But then again, being different isn't a bad thing. Being different means that you're unique, that you have something to offer that they don't have normally. But sometimes kids just don't understand that. So, the kids didn't know how to treat someone from a different land. They would throw paper balls from a straw at Noit whenever the teacher was not watching. They did mean things to her, hoping she would just go back to where she came from. Picture of Noit being sad. You can see there's a bunch of spit wads, all including her hair. They pulled the chair from underneath her before she sat down. This made Noit fall straight to the floor. Afterwards, they pointed and laughed at her while she sat on the ground. Yeah. Each day, it was a new surprise of what the kids would do. Noit never knew what to expect next from her classmates. Poor Noit. Yeah. Recess was supposed to be one of the highlights of the day. For Noit, recess was the worst time. Noit was often teased during recess. Her classmates would say mean things to her. They had never heard of the land of Laos, so they would chant, Chinese, Japanese, look at these, as they pulled their eyes back to make fun of her. Ha ha ha, Ching Chong, go back to where you came from. These are some of the kids yelling and saying mean things to Noit, all because she was different. It's definitely not easy. I remember getting into many fights growing up just because I was different. And it was difficult for me because I was half Laos, my mom being American, and Patul came from Vientiane, Laos. I being half, I didn't quite fit in well with the Asian kids, and I didn't fit in with the white kids. So eventually I had to learn to work in between, and it was not easy. kids can be cruel, as can adults. But sometimes people just aren't able to understand that being different it can be a good thing. So, one day at recess, Noit saw some kids playing with a jump rope. They were playing a fascinating game that Noit had never seen before, the game of Double Dutch. Noit wanted to try it out, and she gathered enough courage to finally approach the other kids, hoping to join their game. Go away! You can't play with us! Poor Noit. All those kids just sitting there being mean, and all she wants to do is have a friend, find someone to belong. But instead of welcoming her, they continued to make fun of her and said mean things. Tears welled up in Noit's eyes as she felt left out once more. She moved back to her usual quiet corner on the playground, feeling really sad. She watched the other kids play, wishing she could be part of their fun. You see? Yeah. Noit sitting there with her hand in a bag. So just when Noit was about to give up, a kind girl named Lashonda came over. She pulled Noit away and said, "Don't listen to the mean kids. You can come play with us." Lashonda introduced Noit to her other classmates, Rachel and Andrea. Their kindness and acceptance made Noit feel much better. That's Noit meeting her new friends. Sometimes a little bit of simple kindness can really make the difference for someone. Whether it's a simple act of simply asking how someone's day was, saying hi, even having a 5-10 minute conversation with someone can help brighten a day when everything else seems to be going wrong. So it's important to be nice, or at least be caring towards others. It can be hard, but sometimes that's even when that's all we have to give, it's one of the most important things we can do for another person. Once the school day ended, Noit dashed home, tears flowing down her cheeks like a river. Her feet moved as fast as they could. All she wanted was to reach her parents and share the story of her tough day. She was longing to be embraced by their loving arms, finding solace and warmth in their care. Picture of Noit running home, tears on her cheeks. Yeah. Noit's father gently brushed away her tears and spoke soothingly. Noit, in America, there may be some people who judge us by our appearance, but there are also those who will embrace you for being yourself. Just remember to always stay true to who you are, and the right friends will always find you. Noit felt a little lighter after her father's comforting words. There's a picture of Noit talking with her dad. See, sometimes the simplest of words can be the most powerful. It was a tough lesson, but it gave Noit hope. Noit's parents taught her the importance of being surrounded by those who care about her. They reminded her that their Lao heritage was something to be proud of, a treasure they carried in their hearts. There's a picture of Noit and her mom. It's very, very important to consider who you spend time with. There's a saying that those around us are who make us who we are. And it's a saying that's pretty much referenced along the concept if you keep bad people with bad habits around you, then eventually you're going to pick up those habits and do bad things just to try to fit in or feel like you're one of them. However, if you put people who are good, who are kind around you, you make friends with those people who you can rely on, and then that'll help you become a better person. So I hope you remember that as you get older, Dehi. Same with your sisters. They're slowly finding out that it's very important to have those of good heart and good character around them. You want to sit up a little bit more? Oh, yeah. Show off that magnificent head control you've gotten. Nope, you still gonna be a bobblehead. Yeah. Bobble, bobble, bobble. Can you say hi to your sisters? Still confused about the concept of telecommunication? That's okay. Yeah. Uh, so, in that one moment, Noit felt strong. Noit knew their love was a shield against any unkindness she felt at school. As Noit drifted off to sleep that night, she felt lighter in her heart. The mean kid's words still hurt, but her parents' love and wisdom were stronger. It's a picture of Noit with a teddy bear. Speaking of teddy bears, somebody has been receiving quite the collection lately. In the days that followed, Noit remembered her parents' words like a secret weapon. She used their guidance to make friends who didn't care about looks. At recess, she wandered around the playground searching for some nice friends to play with. Picture of a swing set, and then there's a picture of Noit just wandering around. Let's see what happens. I'm pretty sure she's gonna meet some. She already met some nice friends. It's possible she'll meet more. Oh, there you go. Is that a little better? Yeah. So that's when her new friends, Lashonda, Rachel, and Andrea, called her over to play a game of tag with them. Noit's eyes sparkled with happiness. This was an unexpected but heartwarming invitation. Noit finally felt a sense of belonging in her new home. There's a picture of Noit talking with Lashonda, Rachel, and Andrea. Yeah. Do you like the pictures? Do you like seeing all the colors? So, Noit met even more friends that day on the playground. Carlicia, Shawanda, Tiffany, Daisy, Jamaica, Madeline, Robin, Amanda, Miria, Nina, and Melissa. Recess was no longer a lonely place for Noit. The laughter and running in the wind made her feel so alive and loved. Noi finally felt like she was a part of something special and cared less about the mean kids at the school. It's a picture of Noi playing and running with her new friends. But up there, right here, you see a speech or a thought bubble that says, "Stay true to who you are, and the right friends will always find you, Dad." So, pretty much, that's one of the most important lessons is that you should find people who like you for who you are. Sounds like a simple idea, but it is something really hard to do. Noit realized how much she had grown and changed. She had made friends, learned a new language, and became more confident. One day, the school principal, Miss Jones, noticed Noit's project from a shy refugee child to a fun, courageous little girl who belonged. Miss Jones decided to organize an event to celebrate Noit's Lao culture. This is a picture with Noit and Miss Jones. See, in that picture, Noit looks much happier than she was at the beginning. Noit's parents helped out by teaching Noit's classmates about their tradition and sharing delicious, authentic food and beautiful crafts from Laos. Noit's parents show oh, bless you. Feel better? Noit's classmates about their traditions and sharing delicious, authentic food and beautiful crafts from Laos. Noit's parents showed that culture was more than just customs. It was a way to connect and share love with others. So down here, you see a collection of different stuff that's from us. You have a thumb, or I guess in English they're called a pestle and mortar with papaya salad. Sticky rice, which is a staple food in Laos. Over here, you see a picture of Noit's parents. And it looks like they're wearing some traditional clothing from Laos as well. On the whiteboard behind them, you can see the shape of the country of Laos. Laos is located in Southeast Asia, next close to Thailand and Vietnam and Cambodia. On here, it says about Laos, and it talks about different stuff. So, foods, customs, traditions, and language. Lao families are known for our warmth and hospitality, Noit's father began. We love to share delicious meals with friends and family. Here are some of our people's dishes from Laos. Be sure to try these tasty treats and experience the wonderful flavor of our homeland. Right here you have sticky rice or khao niao, damahon, which is a green papaya salad. Amazing taste. And my personal favorite, la, which is a minced meat salad. You can have la. Well, the three main types of la are most popular are beef, chicken, and fish. Oh, I also forgot pork. But all of them are favorite except my personal favorite is lap dip, which is really hard to find somewhere. Every morning, we would visit the busy markets filled with fresh fruit, vegetables, and handmade crafts. This away, Noit's father's time. This was Noit's favorite time of the day. High in the mountains, you'll find sacred temples where we go to pray and meditate. The buildings are filled with beautiful designs. So over here you see a picture of Noit's mom in the market, or I'm assuming it's Noit's mom. Odds are it's just a random person, but the open air markets where they you can buy almost anything. And over here you see a beautiful design of one of the Buddhist temples. In Laos, we call them Wat, W-A-T, not W-H-A-T. So if you want to try to Google or find your closest Lao temple, you could always just type in Wat Lao near me. The children love to play games like Danyang. This is a game that is made with rubber bands tied together. They take turns jumping over it, and while it was raised higher each time. Every year, there's big New Year celebration called Pimai Lao Festival. We celebrate by splashing water, sharing smiles and laughter. A picture of kids playing the game, and a picture of the Pimai being celebrated. Now, unlike the American New Year, which is normally just on a single day on at the end of the year, staying up till midnight, watching the ball drop, hanging out with people. Pimai Festival, the Lao New Year's Festival, here locally usually goes for about a week long, where a lot of people get together at the temple, get together at friends' houses, food, drinks, music, great time. And the kids running around with water guns and shaving cream. Now, I'm just going to leave it up to your imagination to some of the shenanigans that we get up to with shaving cream and water guns during the Lao New Year's. It's okay. Don't want you falling forward and hurting your neck. No. Discover the can. It's a bamboo instrument from Laos creating magical music. Lao culture is full of vibrant dances like Lamwong, where everyone dances in colorful costumes. Uh, yeah, Lamvong. Lao people grow rice in beautiful green fields. It's hard work, but it's also a time for families to come together. Farming is the way of living for most of us. Picture of a family working the rice fields. Now, this instrument is called the can. It is very beautiful and unique. If you want, you can always go on YouTube and or go on Google or whatever search and type in Khaen can. So Khaen, and you can find people playing it, and you find it in a lot of loud music. It looks almost exactly like the strong. It's a lot of bamboo stacked up, and there's holes on the side. This piece is the mouthpiece, so you'd blow right into it while having your fingers cover the various holes to make different notes. So, little explorers, if you ever visit Laos, you'll find a land of smiles where kindness, joy, and traditions bloom like the most beautiful flowers. And that's the story of Laos, a land where the warmth of its people and the beauty of its culture will capture your hearts. Picture of a map, and then a picture of Noi with all of her classmates smiling. Noit's parents also taught the students some Lao words. Hello, Sabaidi. Let's eat. Ginkao. Thank you. Kopchai. Delicious. Sat. Sticky rice. Khao Neil. Come here. Mani. Kiss. Ju. And friend. Moo. Friend. Moo. Kiss. Ju. Come here. Mani. Sticky rice. Khao Neil. Oh, Khao Neil. Delicious. Sat. Thank you. Kopchai. Let's eat. Ginkao. Hello. Sabaidi. Now in Laos, a lot of times nowadays a lot of them wave back and forth to each other, but normally when you greet yourself, you put your hands together like this. Sabaidi. Now, I know a little bit of sign language, so when I get the chance to use it, I try to use it. That way I don't forget the signs. Unfortunately, since it's been a while, I am slowly it's hard for me to remember a lot of the signs, and it takes longer to interpret. So there's a little bit of ASL on there for you. I forgot to show you the pictures. This is a picture of how a lot of the females traditionally dress, and the male outfits. The female outfits are seen, which are the dresses. And just in case you wanted to see the words, now remember, if there's any of the pictures or sections of the book that you want to pause, all you have to do is just pause the video, go back, pause the video, and take your time learning. Noi huddled her friends close to reveal her remarkable Lao refugee story. She began to share the tale of the hidden war that raged in her homeland. A powerful force had seized control of our land, and my family, along with many others, had to leave behind all of our precious belongings in search of a new home. This was a story unknown to the rest of the world, like a treasure waiting to be discovered. There's a picture of Noi in front of her classmates wearing her traditional clothing. See, isn't it beautiful? Noit's classmates had fun making Lao crafts and trying the delicious food. They learn that differences make their community stronger. The event brought Noi and her classmates even closer. They saw her heritage as part of their own. They were so glad that Noi and her parents shared the beautiful Lao culture with them. In this picture, you see all the kids making crafts, and in the back window, you can see two figures, one male, one female, wearing the traditional clothing. Now, what's really awesome is the author has now made just announced and released that she is going to be making dolls wearing traditional clothing. I wish I had a way to show you them, but I highly recommend to support her and go get these dolls for your children because everyone knows Barbie and what have not, but not a lot of people know Lao or know about Laos or the Laotians. Laotians. I never could figure out the proper way that's pronounced. Anyways, if you want one of the dolls, make sure you check out the website. So even the kids who were mean to Noi apologized and joined in the activities and tasted the savory Lao dishes. Noit's journey started with struggles but turned into a story of friendship and understanding. Noit became a bridge between cultures. Here's a picture of all the kids eating different stuff. Right here you have tamahong, khao meal. I think it's supposed to be some kind of salad. I'm not sure. Egg rolls, fried rice. I remember our school when I was younger used to do cultural day, and it was always fun to try food and learn about the different cultures and nations. So, after learning more about Noit's story, her classmates felt more connected to her. They were amazed at her bravery and saw her as an inspiring friend. She showed them that kindness and understanding could overcome anything. Noit became a leader in her own way, showing the power of never giving up. It's a picture of Noit standing in front of the class. Noit's journey was filled with challenges, but her spirit always shone brightly. Her courage and curiosity helped Noit to finally find her place in this new land. She went from a shy kid who didn't know how to speak English to an inspirational speaker on a mission to share the hidden tales of Laos and ignite hope in the hearts of everyone she met. The picture. At the bottom it says, no, author, speaker, coach. Website is www.lauratechrobertson.com. Noit's journey teaches us that no matter where we are from or what obstacles we come across, kindness, resilience, and an open heart can help us build a new home filled with friendship, love, and acceptance. Thank you for joining us in Noit's journey to belong. The end. That's all. Nothing but plain page behind. Uh, yep, nothing but empty pages. Now, I hope you enjoyed that. I know I broke up and spoke a lot, but I'm making this video not only with Dahi, this video is for his sisters, which is a little bit of a change because normally I'm at home when I record these. But I had to share this story with not only him and the girls, but to everyone. So if you like the story, make sure you go get a copy of it for yourself. Support the author. It's called Noit's Journey to Belong by Neopapon Laura Robertson. If I mispronounced that or butchered it, I am so sorry. I've always been horrible with names. And those are just names in English, which is my primary language, but in others. But if you want to learn more, purchase your own copy, get some of the Noit dolls, because they look amazing. Make sure you go check it out, get a copy. Now, it looks like it's time for this little guy to rest. So I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got to. Hope you like meeting Dahi. Poor little guy. If this is your first time listening to any of these stories or learning about Dahi, he has dilated cardiomyopathy and he needs a heart transplant. We have been. He has not been able to leave the hospital since he was born. So this little guy doesn't even know what it's like to be outside. But thankfully, due to modern medical technology and the amazing people who work here, the doctors and the nurses, without him, my little one wouldn't be alive. As you can see, he's hooked up pretty dang well and can't travel too far. The red thing is called a Berlin's heart, or the Berlin heart, which helps circulate and pump blood since his heart isn't strong enough to do it. All of these fun things that are attached to this go. The lines go straight into his femoral artery. So, and it's called an art line for short. It's how he receives a majority of his medication. Now, this fun little thing sticking out of his nose is his NG tube, which stands for nasal gastral tube. And it allows him to eat because, unfortunately, he has difficulties even taking a bottle. So the food come, is pushed through, kind of set up on a almost like an IV, where the food drops down and pushes through the tube all the way down, goes up his nose into the past the sinus cavities and everything, and then down through to his stomach. That Fortunately, that's the only way he's been able to really get his nutrients. Girls, I hope you've been behaving. I miss you, love you. Your brother misses you and love you. For anyone else who's watching, I hope you enjoyed the story. Hope you like seeing Dahi, and wish you all can meet him in person. Niamua, can't wait till I get to meet you whenever your mom comes to visit. Love you, girls.